Hey, y'all. My name is Avery Williams. I'm a professor of cinema, television, and emerging media studies at Morehouse College. And your teacher, Miss Terry, told me that you were going to be talking about character today. So I wanted to give you a little bit of to give you some notes on with respect to character, but particularly one thing with regard to character, and that's this. And this will make all the difference in the world in terms of making a good idea a great idea, or more importantly, a good character to be a great character. And that's this idea: is that every strong character in a movie wants something. Let me repeat that. Your character has to want something. And that want starts off very early in your project, no matter what it is, and it will move your narrative, it will move your story all the way through the end. Let me give you some examples. So you know what this movie is. It's The Wizard of Oz. So the question is, what does Dorothy want? And that's the answer. Dorothy wants to go home. And that drives the whole movie as we watch her when she arrives in Oz and she decides that this is what she wants, and the only way that she's going to get it is to go see the wizard. But that's the initial drive for the entire movie. What does Dorothy want? Here's E.T. from E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Now, what drives this movie? What does E.T. want? Again, like Dorothy, E.T. wants to go home. So, like Dorothy, he has to do something first before he can go home. And what is that? He wants to make a telephone call. Something as simple as that drives the whole movie. But remember, your character always has to want this very passionately. Dorothy desperately wants to get home. E.T. desperately wants to get home also. So as you see, the desire to go home is a very popular theme for characters in a movie. So this is from Lord of the Rings, and this is Frodo Baggins. What did Frodo want? Frodo wanted to destroy the Ring of Power. And that want led not just through one movie, but through three, was it four movies? But I know it was three books. And so that want is so strong that that it pushed the story all the way through. So it starts off at the beginning, what a character wants. That want then is interrupted by a bunch of obstacles, and Lord knows Frodo had a lot of obstacles pushing through until he was finally able to destroy the Ring of Power at the end. Now understand, when a character finally gets what they want, when Dorothy finally gets to Kansas, when E.T. finally is able to go home, or when Frodo destroys the ring, the movie is over. That decides how the movie ends, if your character gets what they want. Now here's Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games. What does Katniss want? It's very simple. She wants to win the games. And by winning the game, she thereby is able to get back to her family, get back home again. But she has to win the game. And so she figures out different ways to do it with Peeta and by taking the berries and all of that. But she eventually gets what she wants. And remember, once she gets what she wants, which is basically win the game, then the movie's over. In this movie, Ocean's 11, or Ocean's 12 or 13, however it went up to, they have sort of a collective want, an ensemble want. And all the guys join together and they want the same thing. And basically that is to rob the casino or rob the rich guy or whoever they're robbing at the time. But so remember, they established that in the beginning, what it is they want. And then the movie is about them trying to get it, throwing in a bunch of obstacles, and then in the end, either they get it or they don't. And most likely, they get it. Now, did you ever see Pitch Perfect? In the first movie, Anna Kendrick, who's playing the character of Becca Mitchell, shows up. And the thing that she wants to be a music producer. She does not want to go to college. And so, as such, her want is to be a music producer, and her father tells her, okay, if you join this one club, and maybe if you don't like it, then you can leave college. But what she does, she ends up liking it, becomes involved in it, and in the very end, when they win, when the Bellas win the national competition, it's because of a song that she produced. And so Becca ends up becoming not the type of music producer she thought she would be, but she does end up becoming a music producer of some great music she loves. So again, she gets what she wants. All right, so this is my last example because Miss Terry is rushing me because she needs to get this to you all. All right, imagine going to a mall, and you go to the mall and you don't know what you're going to get. And you sort of go from this store, then you go to that, you touch this, you go to the food court, maybe you stop by Starbucks, and you just sort of end up wandering around. But imagine this, is that if you that you're going to a party and you realize that there's this one particular blouse that you want to wear. You know the color, you know the make, you know exactly what it is you want, and you realize you have a time limit to get it before the store closes. When you get into that mall, you're not stopping by the food court. You're not stopping by, I don't know, the black and white store. You're not stopping by the Gap. You're moving straight to that store and to get what it is you want. That's what a good character does. The character initially knows what they want, and the movie's about them going forward to get it. So those are my notes for today. We'll talk more later. All right, bye.